loves, it's Sam. So today's video is going to be the mommy scenario tag. So I was tagged by Judy from It's Mommy's Life. If you guys haven't checked out, she has a mommy channel. It's Judy Time. It's Judy, but then her beauty channel is It's Judy Time, and then her mommy channel is It's Mommy's Life, and then she also has It's Judy's Life, where she daily vlogs. She tagged me, so thank you so much, Judy. It's always amazing when like bigger gurus, I mean, let's face it, she's humongous compared to me, and it's like I always feel so appreciative when big gurus tag me, because you know, I'm a decent size, but I'm not huge, and so it just means a lot to me that they're like, hey girl, I like you even though you're not as big as me. So that's why I love Judy, because she keeps it real. She doesn't care about that kind of stuff, and it's always refreshing to have people like that around. So thank you to Judy. I love you so much, and I really appreciate you tagging me. I will list a bunch of people below who I tag, and if you haven't been tagged, just do it anyway. It doesn't matter. I tag you all. You don't have to be specifically down there to do it. Okay, so the first question is, your kid is refusing to eat dinners. Do you stand your ground and demand they eat what you made, or make something else? So I'm actually really bad about this because I was a really picky eater. I still am a really picky eater. And so for me, like obviously we always try to make, you know, I always want the kids to, we always try to at least have them take like 1 or 2 bites of something. Like you just have to try it, just try 1 or 2 bites. You don't have to eat the whole thing, but please just try 1 or 2 bites, and that's usually what we do. My biggest thing is that I just would rather them eat something rather than make a huge big ordeal and fight over it. I want them to, like, if it's dinner time, I want them to be able to go to bed with full bellies so they're not like up in the night starving. I'm pretty sure people are gonna be like, well, that's wrong, but you know, we each have our own ways of parenting, and that's just mine, and I don't have a problem with people who are like, hey, you better eat your dinner. Number 2, your kid has a meltdown at the store. Nothing is working to calm them. Do you leave and come back another time, or grit your teeth and finish shopping? So this has actually happened before. I don't even know what I was doing or what shop it was, but I don't even remember who was having the meltdown now. Or it could have been both of them. I don't remember. But I ended up leaving because, you know, like we always say now, you better be good or we'll have to go home. And so I had said that, please be, you know, please be good or we're gonna have to go home and we can't go to the store anymore. And I feel like when you tell them that and then you don't follow through with it, it doesn't teach them anything. So, and I had spoken with my aunt about this before, because, you know, sometimes going out and doing the stuff that you need to do with 2 toddlers is tough. You know, it's, I'm not gonna lie and say it's all peaches and cream all the time. Sometimes, you know, you will have a meltdown or they're cranky or whatever it is. It's not always perfect, especially when you're traveling. So I asked my aunt what she would do in a situation like that, and she had told me that you have to stand your ground and you have to tell them, you know, if you say, I'm going to leave, if you can't be good, then you have to leave. And you just have to scratch your shopping for that day and go back another day, because you need to teach them that this is not okay. I've said we're going to do this, and I'm going to do it, and I'm going to follow through with what I've said. So I did actually leave, and I waited until the following day to go and do what I needed to do, just because I wanted to teach them that that's not okay, and if you guys can't be good out when we're out and about, then we can't go out and about. We have to go home. So it worked for me. I don't have my mom to ask, and so, you know, when you have situations like that, it's like, what do I do? Like, you really don't know when you're a new parent. It's like, I don't know what to do in that situation. So luckily I do have my aunt that I can call, even though she lives in England and it probably cost a fortune to call her. She's really helpful like that, and I can always ask her, you know, if I do have a question, and I've asked my nanny before as well. So I think those are the kind of questions that you automatically want to ask your mom. So sometimes, you know, it's nice that I can ask my aunt and my grandma. Okay, number 3, your kid gets too many toys for their birthday. Do you make some returns or save them for a rainy day? I would definitely not return them, because I feel like that's their gift, and I don't know, I wouldn't return them. We usually just give the kids all their toys, and then they can kind of just choose them as they go. Like, they'll pick out some toys, and we'll have toys in a bucket, and some of them will just sit on the bottom and they don't play with them, and then sometimes they'll rediscover them and they'll love them. So for me, I would just put them in their buckets, and they can kind of just choose them as they go. Number 4, your kid is protesting sleep. Do you give in at 3 a.m., get them up and turn on a movie, or continue to rock them, nurse, etc. to try and get them back to sleep? So we are pretty strict about sleep schedules in our house, just because I think it's really important for them to get rest, for us to get rest. So even though in the beginning you might be really, really tired. If you really stick it out and stay strong and really stay on top of it, in the end it'll work out better. So like for example, if they do wake up at 3 a.m., I would go into their room and rock them or nurse them, or you know, they don't do that anymore because they sleep all the way through. You do one thing one day and they think that they can do that all the time, especially my kids. So I would stay in their room and try to get them back to sleep, whatever it took. If I have to stay up for 2 hours with them because I'm trying to get them back to sleep, rocking them or reading them stories or whatever, I would do that, because in the end it pays off, because we were pretty strict with our kids as far as sleeping in the beginning, and now they're awesome sleepers as far as like they don't wake up through the night. They sleep the whole night through. They get a good amount of sleep. It just makes it a lot easier that way. Even when we travel, they're still really, really good about it. So it just kind of saves your booty later on as they get older. Number 5, you have an appointment and no babysitter. Do you bring them with you or reschedule? I guess it really just depends on the appointment. I mean, if you're like trying to like sit down with your tax lady or something and you need to concentrate, then I would probably reschedule. I guess it just really depends on the kind of appointment that you would have to have, and if it's something that you think that they can sit through and you can concentrate. I don't really know. I've never really had like a situation like that, so I don't really know how to answer it. Number 6, you have 20 minutes until unexpected company arrives. Do you rush to clean up your messy house or just figure, hey, it's okay, I've got kids? I'm actually one of those weirdos that, yes, I do rush around and try to make my house clean. And I remember my mom used to do the same thing, and I used to get so annoyed with her, and I'd be like, why are you so obsessed about cleaning the house? Who cares if it's messy? Like, you know, what does it matter? You're getting all stressed out about nothing. Someone's gonna come over, and if they don't like your house, they shouldn't be your friend anyway. I remember like I used to get really upset with her. And I'm the exact same way now. Like, if I know someone's coming over, I want my house to smell nice. I want it to look at least tidy. I mean, it's not always easy when you have kids, because like we always have toys flying around, and that's why we just have those big buckets in the living room so we can just throw all the toys in there. But you know, I want it to look presentable. Like, I don't want to have like a bunch of, you know, mess, and then people are coming over and then you're like, hi, I feel self-conscious about my house because it's messy. So yes, I'm the one that rushes around like crazy trying to get everything tidy. Number 7, you're running late and only have time to do your hair or your makeup. Which do you choose? Definitely my makeup, as you can tell. My hair is naturally dried today, but I do have my makeup on. I just feel like when my makeup is on, it doesn't matter what my hair looks like, I look halfway decent. But when my hair could be amazing and I don't have my makeup on, I still look like I still feel like I look kind of cruddy. So definitely makeup. Number 8, you're at the park and another child pushes yours. Do you intervene and correct them or go find the child's parents? There was an example. I went to the park and one of the little kids was being kind of mean to Phoenix, and I think that they like growled and like scratched or like kind of hit his hand or something like that. And I didn't know where the parents were, because a lot of the time when you're at the park, the parents are like who knows where, and the kids are just running around. And I'm like, I'm not gonna go search for someone's parents. Like, how do you know if that's their parent or not? It's still a child. They should know whether their parents are there or not, that it's not okay to be mean to other children. And I would hope that a mother would do that to my children, in a nice, caring way, of course. I think there's a huge difference between yelling at someone's kid and like being super mean about it, or just telling them nicely, you know what, that's probably not the nicest thing to do. Why don't we play nicely together? And I think it's more of like kind of making it like I'm telling both of you guys so that you guys both, I didn't do it to make her feel bad and to him feel great. It was kind of like, hey guys, why don't we play nicely together and not hit? That way they both know that's not okay. He knows, don't you do that. She knows, hey, please don't do that to my son. And then it's like still a happy like environment. Because I wouldn't ever yell at someone's kid, because I wouldn't yell at my kid like that. But I definitely don't think it's okay for other kids to just be mean to your child, and then if their parents aren't around. I feel like that's a huge thing at the park. Like, every time we go to the park, where are the parents? Like, I never see them. Like, I'm always right there with my kids, making sure that they are doing what they should be doing and they're having fun, and I'm just like playing with them. And a lot of the time I look around and I'm like, where are these parents? Like, I have no clue where they are. And these kids are just being all crazy. So yes, I am totally guilty of telling other people's children to be nice. And I always say it in a very nice way, in a very calm tone, like they were my children themselves, because they don't know better. They're just kids. They need to be taught. And I hope that someone would do the same, because it's important to, you know, teach kids to be nice to each other, because this world is not the greatest all the time. So we gotta start them young. Thanks again to Judy for tagging me. It was so sweet of you. I really, really do appreciate it. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Something a little bit more like, I guess like learning a little bit more about my parenting style. I think a lot of you guys probably know my parenting style just from watching our vlogs, because I mean, I'm kind of, you know, I'm kind of just a calm, like, well, you know, kind of person. But yeah, there's some things that I will not stand for, and then there's some things that it's like, you know what, you're okay, you can do that, it's not a big deal. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys found this helpful, and I will see you in my next video. Please leave a comment down below what you would like to see next on this channel, and I will be happy to do that for you. Thank you guys. Bye!